Hi, my name is Stephanie Rogers, and I wanted to do an introduction video for Acellus for you. That way, students and parents would have a better idea of what is going on with our new online platform this year, and hopefully be super helpful as a reference for everybody. So every student in our district that is using Acellus has their first name, period, last name. And then they have their bike number and their ID number for school as their password. So every student is basically uniform across the district with Acellus that is involved with Acellus. It is also the same login for their Chromebook. So the students should be able to log into both pretty seamlessly. If anything is wrong, please let me know, and obviously I can change that. Biggest thing is when they log in, they're going to have their class list. They can go to any class, but I would really suggest them doing the entire student orientation video. As you can see, this video is only 4 minutes long. It is very vitally important that they watch this video. It shows them how to do everything in this program. When going into a class, it is basically going to start either with a pretest. Every class has a pretest. This allows your student to test out of their baseline knowledge and remove that piece of the class that they already know so that they are not repeating it. So when they get into their class, they're going to see Resource and Help tab. Resource is going to give them a lesson list. This is everything that they need to do in the entire class and all the way down to the final exam. When they go to progress, it's going to show them how many tasks that they have left in this class until they are on track with this class again. If they go to help, it's going to give them a lesson manual. This is notes for this section of the class. So this helps them take the really important information, write it down. There is really nowhere to put this inside of Acellus, but they're welcome to start a Google Doc and copy and paste that in with Control C for copy and Control V for paste. Then the lesson videos, if they feel like they misunderstood or didn't understand a concept, they can go to the lesson videos, click back on here, and it's going to restart their video and offer them more help and more support. So those two tabs are really, really important for your student. The progress is going to allow them to see where they're at in each class. So I've done my pretest in medical terminology, and now I'm doing those 10 remaining tasks. I was in biology a little bit earlier. I didn't really feel like starting the pretest, but it tells me that I have 5 remaining tasks to do and that I'm all caught up in biology. So each class will show them this. It also has the progression of how many tasks total there are for them to finish the class. Messaging, they can email us through here. It is sometimes daunting for us as the teachers in this program. We not only get your students' email through here or your email through here, but we always also get every single alert that Acellus gives us. And so there are times when we get in there and there's 70 plus emails in there. It can take us a minute to get to your students. So the fastest and easiest way for us to support your student is for them to get on their Independent Study for Online Learners Google Classroom, click into that Google Meet link, and there are 2 teachers sitting behind there during the scheduled school day. So if your learner is working at night, then they need to jump on to that Google Meet link the next day if they have a test that is keeping them from progressing in their class. Unfortunately, we are unable to support them in the evenings and on weekends. And so please make sure that they are being responsible about opening their tests and getting on there during the support time. And again, that is on the stream on the Independent Study for Online Learning Google Classroom. It's all the information on there. So please sit down and read that with your student. Attendance is going to be one of the most important areas for you as a parent. As a student as well, ignore that it says tardy. As long as it's a yellow or green box in each one of the classes, you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. That with the progress is huge, and that's what we're expecting out of you this year. If you're asynchronous, this will be enough to get you counted for your attendance for the day by working on every class and either it being yellow or green. If it's in the red, you're not going to get counted for attendance that day. Just being on the Google Meet is not enough for attendance. If you're synchronous and you're scheduled into a SHS Law West class, you need to do both. You need to be on that Google Meet link for the entire duration of your class, along with working on your class at the same time. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to talk. You can put everything in the chat, but you are expected, if you're scheduled into that class and you are not asynchronous, to be working during that time with us, with your teachers. The calendar is set up in here. It does show you, for example, in October, we don't have a school day on October 9th. So it is going to halt your progress. It will allow your student to still work on their classes. So please don't be afraid to ask them to work on the non-school days if it helps them stay in a routine or if they need to catch up. As far as scores go, this is the second important place for parents and students. So attendance and score is what I'm asking you guys to look at least on a daily basis. It shows their class list. It shows their goals. This goal in progress is what I want you to pay attention to. So the goals, when you finish the progress for a class, so for example, I had 10 tasks in medical terminology, it will go to a gold star. It will also pop up a box while you're in the class and tell you that you've met your progress for the day. So that's when I want you to move on to the next class. Once you have all of these yellow by the end of the day, if you still feel like working, you can go in and work and go further and, get ahead a little bit if you want, but you don't have to. The goal is to have all of these stars yellow by the end of the day, especially by the end of the day on Friday. Fridays, we are done at 12:15. Everybody gets a 2.5-day weekend. So this allows you to catch up on your goals in the afternoon. That way you're not working into the weekend is what our hope is. And then it shows the overall progress of where you are in that class. If you are somebody that has an art class with drawing, you're going to have special lessons in here. It just allows you to go in and do a little bit more drawing and allow you to practice. And so those will be shown in here. It'll also tell you that there's 4 or 5 lessons in there to do it. If you're a student that wants more information or to go further in depth, there is a library of information. You can put in whatever grade. You can go to whatever subject and do a search, and it's going to pull up different activities and videos that you can go in and watch and learn way more about that information. So if you are somebody like me that really likes some of the concepts and you want to learn more about it, there's a good chance there's going to be material in that library for you. I hope that this helped. The one difference is going to be the live monitor option for the parents. That allows you to see that your kid is actually checked in and working and what they're on in live time. So if you're at work and you want to check in on your student, that is an option for you. I will be posting a second YouTube video that's 5 minutes long that kind of goes into those details. So hopefully this helps answer a lot of questions. Like I said, attendance and score is going to be the main place for parents to go to check on students. That way you guys can help us and help your student. So the more support we have for your student, especially during these times of online learning, the more your student's going to be able to get done. If they have all semester 1 classes in here, they also need to know that as of semester 2, every single one of these classes is going to change to semester 2. So if they do not get their classes done by February 4th is the deadline, and why their progress is set the way that it is for them to go at the pace they are, is so that they are achieving these classes to be done by the end of semester 1. If they're not done, then they're going to get a whole new set of classes added to these classes. So they will have a Spanish 1 semester 1 and a Spanish 2 semester 2, for example. If it is a full year class, it is set to be done on June 4th, which is the senior deadline to have their credits and classes complete. So this gives any student that is not a senior a little bit more time. But know that these classes do have deadlines and that it keeps them from getting credit for graduation. And I don't think any student wants to be a 5th year graduate or a 5th year student. So just to give you that peace of mind. I hope this helped. If you have any questions at all, you can email me at srogers, ROGERS, @sciuslaw.k12.or.us. Thank you.